I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a middle piece. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some me should stick it in the bullroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a middle piece. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some me should stick it in the bullroom. E-pop got me waiting 3 more hours. Stacking all these years higher than a tower. Having all these loans feel like superpowers. Investing all this bread, never been a coward. Call me Mr. Bond, money in the vault. I stay in the farm, feeling like the goal. Don't worry about the haters, not the detonator. I'll kill in every market, call me Terminator. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a metal piece. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some me should stick it in the bullroom. I've been getting on my BNB and stacking these. Pairing it with EMP and then a middle piece. How to get myself up back before the bull run. How to take some me should stick it in the bullroom.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to EMP.Money. My name is AJ, I'm the team lead, and this is our live AMA. We go live twice a week with updates about our protocol and alpha and all the good stuff that you guys tune in to hear. So, as always, I'm joined by my co-host and fellow team member, LA. LA, how are you today?
Hey guys, ready for another jam-packed good one.
No doubt. We got another good one today as usual. And shout out to DeFi Proof. That intro, man, it never gets old, right, LA? I know it puts me in the mood every time.
Yeah, I never get sick of hearing it. It
No
always
doubt.
amps me up.
Yeah, so yeah, no doubt. Shout out to DeFi Proof. He's a great guy, another crypto OG, and he actually has his own project now called Droplet, which is a Tomb Fork. So shout out to them. If you want to check that out, feel free. So, all right, awesome. We have a really jam-packed day today, as usual, because we're doing our AMAs twice a week now, Mondays and Thursdays. We do end up going a full hour rather than having our daily AMAs like we had a few months ago. We just have so much going on behind the scenes that we're flat out. So again, that's why 2 days instead of 7. But with that, we had an AMA today as well. We've had, again, about 25 AMAs in the last month. So all promoting EMP and L1X as well. So pretty good turnout today, LA, huh? We had over 200 people on the AMA earlier. So that was amazing.
Yeah, you killed it too. It was a good one.
Thank you, no doubt. Well, again, lots of stuff coming, and so yeah. All right, we're gonna jump right in. If you are on YouTube, thank you for showing up and investing in your investment. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube page. Again, the more engagement, the better for us. We are a YouTube partner, so all of our ad revenue will go to support the protocol as well. Let's get those likes up for sure. So, all right, number 1 on the list today is the Speakeasy Mint. We had Kirk from Speakeasy on our previous AMA. If you'd like to know more, please feel free to watch the older AMAs on our channel. But they are again, we call them a partner. They're not an official partner, but they have been amazing in supporting our ecosystem. They've bought, literally tens of thousands of dollars worth of EMP to actually help generate revenue for their own protocol. And because Kirk is an Army member and longtime supporter of EMP, he's the team lead over at Speakeasy. And he knows how to utilize EMP that not only helps generate revenue for them, but is also very beneficial for our ecosystem. So if you have not heard about Speakeasy, please do check them out, do your own research. Again, not financial advice, but they're running a mint right now if you're not in Speakeasy, where you can mint an EMP Martini. Again, we have a special drink named after us. It's 1500 EMP, and you will also need to buy your gold membership key card, which is about zero point 0.5 BNB. And if you have both of those items, you're able to earn 1.25% daily on their ROI contract. So again, really bullish, and half of that EMP is actually sent to our treasury and burned. So again, we'll have an update on that. I don't know if Kirk has sent the first payment yet, but once we have it, we'll make sure to document that we've actually burned that EMP completely. So that is the update about Speakeasy. LA, anything you want to add to that?
All the links for minting and stuff have been pinned in our groups if you click back a few pins. And then make sure to join their Telegram group, and they also have a Discord inside of the Pillars hub.
Perfect. Yep. No, they've been very transparent as well. Kirk has done a great job of educating the community. So yeah, I mean, again, not only are you able to earn through their ecosystem, but it directly supports EMP as well. So please do me a favor and go check them out. Again, not financial advice, not a call to invest, simply another opportunity with a trusted team. So, all right. Awesome. Well, we're going to move on to the next topic, and that is Fusion. Again, I know a lot of you are getting excited for EMP Fusion. We've been dropping some Easter eggs over the last few AMAs. We're getting really, really close. So we've been working on the white paper this entire week. So, we had said we're hoping to get Fusion out by the end of Q1, which would be the end of this month. I don't know if we're going to be able to meet that goal, but we will have a lot more info for all of you to really start getting prepared. So even if we're not able to meet that projected goal, again, we never put out a hard date. When we do put out a hard date, we will 100% abide by that. We have never missed a deadline ever. So we're just trying to make sure we get all the code perfect. That we do testing on the testnet and make sure that we still, we've never had an exploit. We've had 100% uptime in our protocol, and we don't want to ever compromise for that. So, but again, in the meantime, hopefully within even the next week or so, we'll have a little bit of a teaser. Maybe not a full white paper by then, but at least some infographics on, how EMP Fusion will work and why it's so important that you are accumulating EMP and eShare in the short term. So we've said it a million times, and it's not financial advice. We're not financial advisors. Again, no expectation of profit from the work of others, but now would be the time to take advantage of cheap EMP. I mean, we've seen ETH run up over the last 24 hours, and EMP has gone up by about about 10% just in the last day or so, or 2 days. So again, those of you that have been accumulating are getting a major advantage to Fusion, because the amount of EMP and the amount of eShare that you own will have a direct correlation to your ownership of Fusion. And that applies to any part of our protocol. Again, nodes or up EMP, or eShare in the farms. So as long as you're accumulating, or at the very least not selling your positions, while we're at this low, you could see some major upside potential. So LA, again, you've been doing such a great job with these mindset updates. So do you have anything you want to add to that? Feel free.
I actually have something a little bit less mindset-y and more just practical today.
I love it. Let's hear it. Yeah, totally.
Yesterday, we were on a group call writing the white paper. And I mean, I know I've said on all these AMAs how important it is to be stocking up on as much EMP and eShare as possible. And we've said this a lot, but obviously I've shared this a million times, but I'm not a math person. So I knew obviously there was a big advantage to doing that, but I didn't realize quite how big. And AJ took me through some math yesterday, and I was able to actually learn some equations for how to figure certain things out that you're going to find out very soon when we put out the white paper. And I just want you to remember this moment in time, 6:58 Eastern on Thursday, March 23rd, that I'm saying this. The day that we put out the white paper, it's going to be like Black Friday, and everybody is going to be running to the checkout line to buy EMP and eShare. And when that happens, the advantage is not going to be the same as if you were to buy it today, because it's going to drive up the price, which means you're going to have to pay more to get less. So I'm going to leave you at that.
I love it.
We're going to be putting out the white paper soon. I mean, we're creating a few things to put out to give you more information on exactly what's coming and how it all works, so that we can keep you in the loop and give you more information. But it's just inevitable, because as soon as we reveal certain pieces of information, it's just a no-brainer. So just mark my words. You can either do something now that is to more benefit to you, or you can do something when everyone else is doing it, which I know is the human condition. But if you want to break away from the human condition and do something that's more beneficial to you now, that's your choice as well. We're all presented with choices in life, and we have to decide which one's best for us.
I love it, LA. Absolutely. Again, I know, as a team member and even me, I mean, we know what's coming. And just to hear you say that gets the FOMO, started for me as well. And it's true. Again, once we release this info, nobody can say, man, I wish we would have, known what was coming, and had some warning, on how to prepare. So, this is your warning. Again, we've been kind of, teasing this over the last like 2 or 3 weeks, as we prepare for fusion, and don't get left behind for sure. So and really, again, I know a lot of you may already be tapped out. We don't want anybody to invest unhealthily, or invest money that they can't afford to invest into EMP. We want everybody to be responsible in that manner. So if you've already been accumulating, then now is the time to just keep accumulating. We still see a lot of sales on EMP, and those people are going to be very, very sad when EMP does a full recovery on PEG, over the next few months, or even sooner. And again, you're essentially shooting yourself in the foot. So don't be that guy or gal that's doing that, and get prepared for what's coming. So. All right, awesome update, LA. And yeah, we'll hopefully have that sooner than later. Again, bear with us as we dot all the I's and cross all the T's. And there's a lot to kind of convey in the white paper. So it's been a multiple week process. Again, Fusion is built. For the most part, all we have to do now is the UI and the final testing. But there is an event in between Fusion launch, and that is what this white paper will really go over in detail. And there's a lot to know how this all will apply. So again, exciting times ahead. So all right, awesome. Anything else we want to talk about Fusion? Or again, if anybody has questions, please feel free to type them in the YouTube comments. That's the best way for us to see them. So, Ella, anything else before we move on to the next topic?
I think we're good.
All right, awesome.
Vino wants us to all remember to hit that like button.
I love it. Yes, thank you, Vino. Yeah, make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I think somebody else said, please hold off one more month for Fusion so I can buy some more eShare. Yeah, again, I know a lot of you have already been wanting to accumulate, and those that have been are going to be very happy over the next few weeks and months ahead. So, all right. What else? We have,
Last thing
yeah,
on that.
yeah, go
One
ahead,
last
Ellie.
thing on that.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I know typically eShare has the most potential for multiple X's, but there's a big reason why we've been saying EMP and eShare, and our suggestions have been surrounding both. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. I know, even some people have been sending me DMs trying to get some insider info. And number one, we would never do that. But number two, there is no ulterior motive. I mean, we're saying everything that we are saying because it's 100% the truth. We're not. There's no smoke and mirrors. It's hard to say what will be more valuable, EMP or eShare, once we release this. So again, the best strategy is maybe a 50-50 split if you are looking to add more capital, but you're going to want to have as much EMP as you possibly can for what is coming, especially being this far below peg. Again, I'll leave it at that. I may have already said too much. But yeah, we have a lot coming. So, all right, awesome. Anything else, Ella? Sorry, I keep interrupting you. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, there's more I want to say, but it would just let too much slip, so I'll zip it for now.
All right, yes, don't make me mute you, right? So, oh, it's all good. All right, everybody. The next topic is Spritz Finance. So, we announced this earlier last week. We are now an official partner with Spritz Finance. So, we have an affiliate code as a protocol that will give us a commission on all the revenue or volume that you are able to do through Spritz. So, for those of you who don't know, Spritz is an amazing, amazing off-ramp solution for crypto. I've been using it now. I know LA is a big fan as well. Once you finally use Spritz, you will see, oh my God, this is incredible. So instead of having to go through Coinbase or Binance, you can literally sell your crypto and pay your credit card bill or your mortgage payment or your rent payment or car payment, or you can just transfer fiat right to your bank account. And so all this is done simply by connecting your MetaMask wallet, and it will automatically convert BNB or ETH or any stable tokens to fiat, and it takes about 3 days for it to hit your account. So it's pretty incredible. Once you finally use it, you'll understand why we're so hype about it. And if you already set up an account with Spritz, please consider using a different email address and the link that we have provided with your name to have it register under our affiliate code. Because again, all the 100% of all the affiliate commission will go to buy and burn EMP. So we've already done about $100 in commission. So please help us continue to have that. And moving forward, we're hopefully have Spritz on. Their CEO, his name is Chris. Hopefully we'll have him on the channel sometime next week or the week after. And there's a lot of updates with that as well. So again, not only are they moving into other countries, because unfortunately right now it's only available to Americans, but they are moving into Canada and Europe. But once all that's up, there's also plans for an on-ramp. So not only will it be an off-ramp, but also an on-ramp, and we will have that hopefully directly integrated with Fusion as well. So, Ella, anything you want to add? I know both of us are really big fans of Spritz, for sure.
I'm a huge fan now. I use it to pay my bills whenever they come due, so I love it.
Amazing. And do you want to real fast maybe give them a heads up on the digital credit card as well? I know a lot of people would love to be
Yeah.
able to use your credit
Yeah.
card, and now they can. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I actually just loaded it. I haven't used it yet, but I put some money on there. But you literally just, it's the same thing. You connect it to your MetaMask. You take whatever token you have in there that they accept, which is a wide range on whatever network you want to be on, and you load it up, and it's that simple. And it takes less than 24 hours to process, and then you're good to go. And it can connect to Apple and Google Pay. I'm not a pro at that stuff. I don't use those, so I wouldn't be able to know how to advise you on that part. But Crypto Pride said he did that this morning. So with his McDonald's, which I'm assuming he had to connect it to one of those two things. So maybe ask him.
Yeah, there you go. And all of our community will be more than happy to help. But yeah, you can literally, it's basically a prepaid debit card that you load with your crypto, and then you can use it anywhere, just like you would any credit card. So again, it's really making crypto a lot more accessible for all of us. So really exciting stuff. So all right, and LA, where can they find our affiliate code? I believe it's in the description as
In
well,
all of
right?
our
Yep.
in all of our groups. I just posted it in the comments, and then it's also in the YouTube description as well.
Perfect. All right, there you go. So check out Spritz. Again, use our code, and feel free to join their socials as well, and tell them EMP sent you. So all right, awesome. All right, next update is again, why is EMP such a bullish play for Ethereum? So we've seen a lot of chatter on Twitter and other articles about how lucrative or profitable these Ethereum validator contracts are, or even staking Ethereum now that ETH has gone to proof of stake instead of proof of work. Well, EMP is literally about 10 times the revenue that you can yield on your Ethereum. I think, validator nodes right now, not only do you have to have 32 Ethereum to run your own node, but they're only paying about 5% APR. EMP is paying 50% APR. So even with the volatility of EMP going up and down, and potential, loss or gain on your LP, that the amount you're able to yield far outweighs any of that volatility, and in the long run, it makes you way more money. So, and again, there is a little more risk involved, but that same amount of risk, could apply to validators as well. So, it is, up to you as the investor, but we're really going to try to do a whole new marketing campaign around competing with these people that think they're killing it with validators when they could be really killing it at EMP. So, yeah. Anything you want to add to that, LA? I know you and I have been working on some marketing behind the scenes. So yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna be building some of that, but one of the main reasons we wanted to go over that tonight is not obviously to convince any of you because you're already invested in EMP, but just to kind of put that in your ear for any of the discussions that you're having in other crypto circles, because there's a lot of people out there who obviously have no idea that we exist, but also have no idea that amazing opportunities like this exist, and they're settling for 5% a year when they could be making so much more than that in a great community, a great protocol like EMP, if they just had the right information shared with them. And so this is a great opportunity to help others, to help the community, to do a little good deed just by having great conversations with other crypto enthusiasts. So
yeah, absolutely, LA. And again, I mean, we don't ever want to overly shill, don't be that guy or girl that's annoying in these other groups, but it does come up in conversation, and if you can kind of just give people that advice or knowledge, I mean, it's up to them to press the buttons. But again, I mean, even our Power Up NFT, that is rewarding ETH every single week, and that is again 10 times the APR that a validator node would have, and that's actual Ethereum on ETH mainnet. So again, it's way more than validators or even miners. And again, miners are not even gonna be a thing once the next upgrade goes through. But so yeah, just some food for thought on that. There is some opportunity in the market to educate people about EMP. And really, again, as far as risk, I think that we're pretty much at the bottom of what we've seen. eShare definitely seems to form the bottom. EMP as well. ETH has been on a rally again today, even with the CPI numbers and all the FUD that we've heard about crypto over the last month and a half. And now with the banks failing left and right, it's a true testament to crypto. And who knows? This could be the beginning of the next bull run for sure. So we may have a few months. My personal opinion is that the full bull run will be this summer, but we're definitely closer to a bottom than a top. So all right, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Ella.
The power ups are like one of my favorite things that we've ever put out in the ecosystem, and they're such a good entry point for someone that isn't necessarily ready to learn our entire protocol yet, and kind of ease them into it, and they make straight ETH. So that's a kind of a good way to ease someone into EMP even.
Totally. Yeah, very hands off, and yeah, I mean, even now, it's almost hard to find a power up NFT. I know a lot of people aren't willing to sell because it's been doing so well, and even us. I mean, the team we bought our own power ups, and I know you and I were talking about this, LA, with the pump in ETH. They've been paying really, really well over the last few weeks. So yeah.
Yeah, incredibly well.
Totally. All right, awesome. So, all right, a few more updates here, and then again, if there's any questions, please feel free to type it in the comments. But this is going to be an interesting one that we haven't talked about in a while. If you're an OG, you'll remember this, but the Impulse launch. So, we again obviously want to capitalize wherever the money is flowing, and so we've been patiently waiting on the PulseChain to launch. Again, for those of you who don't know what PulseChain is, it will be a straight fork of Ethereum. Again, EVM, nothing revolutionary in that regard, but it will be fast and it will be cheap. And there is a giant community around PulseChain and Richard Hart. So this has been 2 years in the making. And it looks like finally it could be going live. So Richard Hart tweeted yesterday that the testnet is up and running. I know a lot of our community has already sacrificed for PulseChain or PulseX, which is their exchange token. And so we're patiently waiting for the moment that PulseChain goes live. So with that, we're gonna have our own protocol on PulseChain called Impulse. Again, IMP instead of EMP, and it'll be again everything that we've learned at EMP applied to a seigniorage protocol that is pegged to Pulse. So again, rather than being pegged to ETH, will be pegged to Pulse, and the share token will be pegged to PulseX. So you'll have exposure and a way to earn Pulse and PulseX through our ecosystem. So now, all that being said, it may not happen when PulseChain launches. Again, we'll do everything we can to capitalize on the momentum, but there is a lot of things that need to happen before we launch PulseChain. So again, or Impulse on PulseChain. One of those is Fusion. We would love to have Fusion completed so that we can start with the model that Fusion is right off the bat with Impulse, because that will be very, very healthy for the longevity of Impulse by having that new infrastructure set up. So if PulseChain launches tomorrow, it will be probably a month out. But if it doesn't launch for another month, then we could very well have all that set up for the PulseChain launch. So you can find our socials as well. We already have some marketing material and different social channels for Impulse. We have a Telegram, we have a Discord, we have a Twitter. We just haven't really talked about it that much because, again, we've been waiting on PulseChain for so long now that we've all gotten a little bored with that. And all of you that have been good actors that are in VIP or that have, been accumulating EMP and eShare and have been supporting the ecosystem, all of you will get first access to Impulse. So again, that is super bullish for the price of EMP and everybody else. If you want to get in PulseChain and Impulse early, I highly recommend that you have a good position at EMP to do so. And a portion of the revenue from Impulse will go towards supporting the EMP mothership as well. So just yet another revenue stream for our protocol. So, all right, I know that was a lot to go over. LA, was there anything in that that I didn't get to or anything you want to elaborate on?
There was a question in the YouTube comments asking what's the difference between Algo and Pulse.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. So Algorand, that is an actual chain. Pulse will be a different chain. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what that.
That's what Algorand.
Yeah, so they're two different chains. Pulse is completely different. When we say algo, again, an algorithmic token. That might be where the confusion is. EMP is an algorithmic token. Anything that is pegged to another asset is classified as an algo or algorithmic token. So maybe that was where the confusion is, but Algorand is a different chain altogether.
Is there any similarity between them and PulseChain?
Not that I'm aware of. I think Algorand is an EVM fork, so it would be PulseChain is also an EVM fork. So other than that, I think again the infrastructure is the same. But this would be a whole different chain and community. And really, I've said this a lot, but and that's why I'm so bullish on L1X because it's actually something different. But you could have 100,000 blockchains, but if nobody is building on them or nobody is using them, then they're worthless. But PulseChain and Pulse has a massive community. Again, all the Hexicans, all of Richard Hart's followers, they are more than excited for PulseChain, and that will really help adoption because again, the community is already there. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, cool. Any other questions about PulseChain or Impulse? Again, I wish I knew the date that it would be launching. I know just as much as all of you do. Just follow Richard Hart and hopefully we see it come to life before this summer for sure.
You mean you haven't gotten any invitations yet to his mansion or on his jet or anything?
Yeah, no, I wish LA for sure. Don't think I haven't tried to reach out, that's for sure. But yeah, he works on his own schedule. And who knows? I mean, we may be another 6 months before PulseChain goes live. At this rate, I've forgotten about it until it happens. Once it happens, then we can get excited about it. But all the code again is pretty much ready to roll. We would just fork our UI, update some of the front end, and then again hopefully implement the fusion elements and then we will be ready to roll. So it's not something that we have to build for 6 months to launch. So all right, awesome. All right, I think that was it as far as PulseChain. Again, any questions, let me know. And then, all right, a few more updates as we go here, and then we'll wrap it up. L1X, again, our presale is only about 7 more days to deposit. So we're coming to an end. We're at about $1.5 million raised, just slightly under that. We've been averaging about $100,000 a day. So I would love to see us break 2.5 million by the time we finish. And again, we have a lot more marketing in the final days. That I think that will be a realistic goal for all of us. So if you have not contributed yet, or you would like to add more, please realize that you're running out of time. So anybody that is new that has not already deposited as well, if you deposit over $1,000, you get a commemorative NFT that represents the historical moment that L1X transferred from an EVM chain to a non-EVM chain, and you get a chance to win up to 100,000 L1X tokens. So I can't even imagine what that will be worth in the coming months for sure. So definitely try to get to that $1,000 minimum if you can. If not, there is a hard code of a $100 minimum into the presale itself. So again, the 1,000 is just to qualify for all the perks. And a lot of you have been asking about that NFT. They have all the info, all the on-chain data, and all the addresses that are eligible. It just takes a while to distribute those NFTs, and that is in the hands of L1X. So please be patient. If you have not gotten your NFT, just hold tight, and then they'll be able to address that after the pre-sale when they have more time to distribute those NFTs. So if you've deposited, you will get credit. Again, that's a beautiful part about blockchain technology is that it's all on the public ledger. So you won't miss out, I promise. All right, awesome. I think we have a special guest. Vino, are you there, brother? Did you want to add something or a question? Go ahead, bro.
I wouldn't consider me a special guest, but I'm honored. I've actually got I've got two. I wouldn't say that. I've got 2 questions in regards to L1X, and maybe they shouldn't be directed at you, maybe towards the team, but I've not had a chance to ask them. The first one goes back a couple AMAs, and it was in regards to Web3 native apps, meaning, or dApps, meaning that you don't need to have Web 2 to access them. They're built on the native VM that they've produced. Does that mean that, like, if some dumbass hits my telephone pole and my internet goes out, that I could still access that since that network is not down and I can access it 24/7?
Yeah, brother, this is an amazing question, So, honestly, I don't want to give you the wrong information. So that might be a better question to ask the team. But from my knowledge, you are 100% correct. So again, because of the way their validators work, they're a lot less reliant on internet connection. So again, anything could be a validator. It could be a smart TV. It could be a smart watch. It could be your refrigerator. Again, anything that is connected to Web 2 or Web 3 will be able to interact with the chain. So, yeah, the short answer is I believe you're 100% right, which opens up even more possibilities. But again, that might be something to clarify on the actual L1X Discord.
Okay, I'll probably head over there after this AMA. I just wanted to ask that. I figured that was something but you know me, I always got to ask the questions.
Yeah, bro. No, I love it. You have the amazing ability of asking like the most in-depth questions. And yeah, I love it. And they did a major. Unfortunately, both of us have had some technical difficulties. We had an AMA on Twitter Space that we weren't able to record for technical reasons. And yesterday, L1X had an awesome AMA, and they unfortunately were not able to record that either. But there was a lot of technical questions in that AMA, so that may have been addressed in that AMA, but unfortunately we don't have a recording. So yeah, just jump over to their Discord, and I'm sure someone from the team could answer that for sure.
Awesome, thank you. And the other one is actually, it was sent via DM from a VIP, and it was a question about the L1X wallet. And for those of us that contributed, X amount of dollars in the EMP link, it's non-KYC. How do they distribute the wallet to us versus, if you went through in the KYC process with the regular presale?
Yeah, another awesome question. So everything in terms of the L1X presale that we are running, again, without the KYC, everything is attached to your wallet address. So that's why it's so important that you are using a wallet that you have control of to contribute to the presale. So again, you'll be whitelisted based on your wallet address. So unfortunately, if you're trying to do it on a different wallet from the one that you contributed with, that will not be possible. So it has to be the wallet that you contributed with, and that's also how the NFTs will be distributed as well. So and your tokens, literally everything will go to that wallet address. And again, you will be able to connect your MetaMask to the L1X chain. So even if you have not deposited $1,000 or more, or you weren't early and getting automatic access, you're not going to be locked out by any means. You'll just connect your MetaMask rather than the L1X wallet to actually get your tokens. So yeah, does that help, Vino?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Really, the question was kind of geared towards getting the L1X wallet. Would just be linked to the wallet that we contributed to then, or?
Yeah, so in other words, and this is my understanding, again, I can't speak for the team, but there will be a website that will be L1XWallet.com or L1X.wallet, and then you'll be able to download the wallet from that website, but the only way to download that wallet is to connect the wallet that you have contributed from. So again, it'll be a whitelist opportunity, and they'll recognize what wallet it was, and that's how you'll download it. So and on that website as well, if you don't have the wallet, there may be a way to get it. I do think that L1X is planning on charging, at least in the beginning, for that wallet before it becomes free. And again, that's just to give a little bit of a bonus to those of you that have already contributed. So again, does that help, Vino? I'm sorry, bro. I'm trying.
No, you're good. 100%. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I kind of figured it would work that way, but I figured you're the best person to ask apart from going to the L1X Discord. So I appreciate your time.
Yeah, bro, perfect. I love those questions. And yeah, again, I'm not part of L1X team. I only know what I've been able to get from them through the grapevine. So anything I say is subject to change for sure. But yeah, absolutely. Jump over to the L1X Discord to confirm. But I know I'm bullish on the wallet. I mean, again, I think it's going to be really innovative to be able to track, all your assets on all your chains, on every chain through one wallet. I mean, again, I'm almost excited about the wallet as the interoperability. So, and yeah, who knows? MetaMask may update their UI to be compatible with that because it is so revolutionary, and that could also help adoption as well. So, all right, awesome. I think that goes over the NFTs, the wallet. Yep, go ahead, LA. Absolutely.
Sorry, just to kind of close out that question, to add Old Man Crypto's question to the end of that one. When those NFTs get sent out, do they arrive in their MetaMask wallet, or where do they arrive?
Yep, so as of right now, again, I believe that they are connected to, again, you'll be able to see them in your MetaMask. I believe it's on, and that's a really good question. I'm not sure. I believe they're on Ethereum mainnet, as far as what NFT protocol it is. Or you may have to check the testnet to see them on the L1X mainnet, or testnet rather. So yeah, that's a great question, Old Man Crypto. And again, I don't even have an answer for that. So I'll find out and let you know on the next AMA. But yeah, I know that NFTs have started to go out, and I'm almost positive they're a temporary NFT on Ethereum mainnet, and then they'll issue another one on actual L1X mainnet once it's live. So, and again, they could already be on L1X testnet, so I could be wrong as well. But I'll definitely get the answer for you before the next AMA.
Awesome. I have 3 more questions submitted through the VIP group for you.
Amazing. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, anybody in VIP, please feel free to type it out in the private chat as well too. And we have a few more things at the very end here, but yeah, go ahead, LA.
Is L1X as a company going to invest in the EMP ecosystem?
I love this question. If I have anything to do with it, they will. No, we have a great relationship with them. As of right now, the answer is no. They have a lot of plates that they're balancing. A lot of their budget is going towards marketing and development. But who knows? I mean, we're getting the opportunity to launch the exchange. We're getting support from them, not necessarily monetary support, but development support, which again translates to help. And the L1X Foundation will be instrumental in supporting, other projects that want to build on L1X. So, as we get the DEX up and running, maybe we do a sister project, just like Impulse, on L1X, and we'll come up with a fun name for that. L1X. L1XP. I don't know. So yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But yeah, I'm sure we can submit to get funding. To bring other projects to L1X directly.
Yeah, for sure. And just to kind of add to that, like the help that we're getting from the L1X labs with some development help, like that is not necessarily them taking money and investing it into the EMP ecosystem, but developers cost a lot of money. And if that can save us a lot of time and allow our developers to continue working on Fusion while they're helping us to also develop the DEX at the same time to get ready for the August launch, I mean, that is just as good as money being invested into our protocol, because it's saving us, I mean, potentially tens of thousands of dollars and a lot of time, which is invaluable. So they really, I mean, the answer is no, but yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I could not have said that better myself. So 100%. I mean, not only is his developers and engineers invaluable in terms of what they're offering us, but yeah, I mean, the good developers are hard to find. Even if you pay them, an insane amount of money, you need to have developers that you trust. And that are available, and so yeah, having them provide engineers for us in terms of the DEX is worth its weight in gold for sure.
Absolutely. So another question for you, will we be able to wrap our L1X coins with EMP and Dex on the Dex swap with yield farms on the major pairs?
Yeah, so again, I love that everybody's asking these super in-depth questions and trying to pry all the alpha out of me that they can. So yeah, I mean, we will definitely be providing LP incentives, meaning you can provide liquidity for L1X in many different pairs, whether it's pairing it with EMP or ETH or BNB or whatever you choose. There will be definitely LP incentives for doing that. And again, we're able to pay that out through the revenue that the DEX generates. So, I guess a great example would be, when you go to PancakeSwap and provide LP, you get a cake token. We'll have that same sort of model just without the cake token. So you're actually earning, it would be like earning BNB for providing LP on PancakeSwap. So you'll be earning L1X for providing liquidity. So we haven't released the exact pairs that we'll be supporting, but I mean, the more liquidity, the better. So I'm sure EMP will be an option, maybe even a way to integrate that into Fusion. And really, a lot of the major liquidity will be L1X with, a stable pair or some blue chip assets as well. So the short answer is yes, but I'm not ready to give exact details on that.
That's so bullish though, like that you would earn L1X as opposed to like a cake. I mean,
totally.
Wow.
Totally, yeah. Like, and again, it's all based on volume. So we're not, there's nothing inflationary that's happening. It's simply based on the fees and the revenue that the exchange generates. So, and that's another marketing angle as well. If you want to earn more in fees, then you need to help promote the DEX because the more we get in volume, the more you earn for providing LP. So again, it's gonna be once this thing comes to life, it's gonna be like a bottle rocket. Like we don't know where it's gonna go. It's just gonna explode. So I can't wait.
Me either. Oh my goodness. So one more question. I'd love to know what the plans are for the 15-month vesting schedule. I heard there was a possibility that the unreleased or still locked L1X tokens could be staked while still locked. So whilst we have to wait for them, they're still earning for us during that period. Are there any plans to implement this?
Yep, so we are still working on that. Again, that is going to be a little more tricky than we originally anticipated because obviously we don't want to get around any potential vesting schedule. So that's been put on the back burner a little bit until we're closer to launch and we really know, the math of what is going to be needed in terms of L1X for the initial liquidity. But if there is a shortfall on that, then we'll absolutely be able to open up some staking options or even other unique ways that again we're not ready to really release that info, but yeah, there will be opportunity for sure. So the short answer again is we're kind of doing an audible on that. Again, it'll ultimately be up to L1X anyway. I mean, no matter what we try to want them to do, it is their decision. But we are looking at options to again provide yield for people that do have to wait and invest their tokens. But you have to realize, I mean, even if you're not able to earn on the vested tokens, the price appreciation will far outweigh any potential opportunity cost that you may have. I mean, again, we're definitely optimistic But everything I've seen so far, points to, the token appreciating in value, not depreciating in value. So, really, if anything, you really want to be vested because it forces you to be a diamond hander. If you get all your tokens at once and sell at $1, and L1X goes to 10 or $50, you're gonna be pissed that you've dumped everything. But if you're vested, you have no choice. So you're able to sell a few months down the road at a much higher price. So again, just food for thought for everybody that's planning. All right. Do we have any other ones, Ella? Yep. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just reading a comment about that some people had trouble connecting to the pre-sale site. I personally haven't had any trouble on any of my devices, but if any of you are having trouble, let us know. It may very well likely be VPN related. So if you are having trouble, you may just need to choose a different country on your VPN.
Yeah, no doubt. So I'm glad this got brought up. Again, I've been doing all the testing on all the networks. It's worked perfect for me every time. I know we are getting, one in 100 reports that are having issues. So the main few things that you want to make sure of, and again, feel free to share this information if you hear other people having issues. You want to make sure that you turn off your experimental settings on MetaMask. So a lot of you have that default setting for experimental settings, and that really messes up your gas limits. So make sure that that's off. If you do get a pop-up window about setting gas limits, just make sure you use default. Whatever the default setting is, there'll be a little button that you can press, and that will help. And remember that you have to approve your transaction before you're able to deposit. So it is technically 2 transactions to be able to get into the pre-sale. And then finally, yes, like LA said, we have seen some issues with VPNs and browsers. So we recommend the Brave browser. Or Chrome, any Chrome-based browser has been the best in terms of usability. And yeah, just you may have to turn, not even turn your VPN off, but choose another setting on your VPN to make sure. But again, all the info is on chain. So even if you don't see when you go to my wallet and you don't see the historical data, as long as that transaction was approved and went through, that will be there regardless. So again, a lot of it's just the UI issues, but we've had 1 out of 100 that have had problems. So if you have problems, again, just feel free to reach out, start a Discord ticket, or ask in any of our socials, and we're more than happy to help you figure it out moving forward. So yeah.
And shout out to Stinky Beans, who's been an absolute machine at helping people troubleshoot whenever things have come up with this.
Yeah, no doubt. We have amazing admins. Yeah, Stinky's always on it. Randy, Red One, Joe, all you guys, Bull, Charlie, all of you have been killing it. So really appreciate the help. Machine Chan as well. A lot of familiar faces over on the L1X Discord as well. So yeah, and again, I mean, sometimes it's the network as well. So I know you may have to update your RPC as well if you're trying to contribute on BNB or ETH. Please make sure you're using the right RPC, especially on BNB. BNB has been super laggy lately, so just go. A great site is Chainlist. Chainlist. That is a great way to find an RPC that is up and running well. So, all right, yep, absolutely. I think that was everything on that, LA. Any other questions before we move on a few more updates and then we can wrap it up?
Yep, you can go ahead.
All right, awesome. So again, we'll find out about the NFTs, where they're being distributed on what chains. And really, I just want to end with why L1X and our Dex is so bullish for EMP. I know we've talked about it many times now, but I always like to put numbers, to it. And just based on historical data, every layer one has done a 42x from launch. So, and if you take the top 10 layer ones, they're more like a 10,000x. So, we've invested heavily into L1X already from the treasury. So, the price appreciation on L1X alone could be a massive shot in the arm for our treasury. Again, if we see those numbers, we're talking multiple millions of dollars in gains for our treasury. So that is again super bullish, and all of you that are buying EMP and buying eShare, you're getting exposure to that investment by proxy through us. So that's really important. And then the DEX itself, again, we've said this before, PancakeSwap does $400,000 a day in fees, and Uniswap does $4 million a day in fees. So even if we get a small portion of those fees in the beginning, and I feel like we're going to have a lot of those fees because our DEX will just be a better option, cheaper, faster, easier to use, and no bridge required. All of those things will help the volume on our DEX, and it could literally be tens of thousands a day, if not eventually hundreds of thousands of dollars a day that will go back to EMP, and our ecosystem. So again, I know that's very optimistic, but we have reason to believe that we're going to set ourselves up for that success, and a lot of those revenue streams will go back to all of you as participants in Fusion. So again, LA, makes me bullish. But yeah, anything you want to add to that for sure?
You're on fire. How can I top that? No, honestly, like I'm just so excited. I think that it's going to be an incredible opportunity. And the more that we work on it and make movement on it, the more and more excited I get. So there's 1 week left to, sorry, my phone keeps beeping, but there's 1 week left to join the pre-sale. If you haven't joined yet, but you've been kind of on the fence thinking about it, you've got 1 week left to kind of take action if you're going to. If you've already joined and you'd like to add more, you've got 1 week left to top up. But I'm personally very bullish on the opportunity. I'm very excited about it. And I think it's going to really provide quite a lot of revenue for EMP and all of us in EMP. So
100% LA. Yeah, no doubt. I know, again, as team members, we get a little maybe overly excited. But even if I wasn't the team lead at EMP, and I know LA probably feels the same way, I don't want to put words in her mouth. But even if she wasn't part of the team, we're just excited as participants in EMP, knowing what is coming. I mean, Peg is looking great. Again, Speakeasy has done another large injection. We've had a lot of organic buying. So, I think somebody bought about 10 ETH worth of EMP over the last few days. So, I think people are finally wisening up to the opportunity here. And again, I think the more people, and that's another thing, the more smart money that is accumulating EMP right now, that's less EMP that's available to be sold. So that alone helps the price go up organically as well. So yeah, we have an amazing future ahead. A lot coming again. Just to recap, we have even more info in terms of what Fusion is. Basically a white paper that will be out over the next few days to a week, and then we'll be more prepared to share even more with Fusion launching as we end out Q1 here of 2023. So, all right, awesome. I think that was it. Any other questions, LA, or any final words before we wrap it up?
I think that's a great place to wrap things up. That was a good one tonight.
All right, awesome. Yep, sorry, I was muted. Again, that infamous mute button. So yeah, no, I couldn't agree. Again, we'll leave it on a high note, as we always do. Lots of great stuff coming. And yeah, please feel free to reach out if there wasn't a question that we got to, or you think of something, in the next day or two. We'll be back on Monday. Again, our live AMAs are now Mondays and Thursdays at 6:45 p.m. Eastern. And I have a special announcement for the Monday AMA. I'll leave it until Monday to tell you guys about that. But yeah, another great week ahead. And as always, I appreciate the support from all of you. Again, we're not financial advisors. It's never a call to invest. But we have amazing things happening at EMP, and we want to, continue to provide opportunity for all of you in this DeFi landscape. So we're going to continue to build our asses off and, again, deliver on everything that we've said from day one. So, all right, everybody. LA, that's it. Any other final words for real this time? Yeah, go ahead.
Have a great day or night, and thanks for joining us, everyone. We love you all.
Yes, absolutely. Much love to all of you, and yeah, we will see you on on Monday. So good night, good day. We'll see you soon.